Why is talking on camera so hard? I don't know what I'm doing. I wish I did though. I've been wanting to film this video for like 2 weeks at this point. And I told myself this morning that I was going to do it tonight. No matter what, it's getting done tonight. And I've still not done it. And now I'm doing it. I'm still not doing it because I'm procrastinating. So far, in my procrastination, I have made 2 drinks. I've made dip, of which I ate an enormous amount of chips. I've watched 2 episodes of True Crime Daily, and we've still not done it. So, this is what we're doing. I had an idea about doing a occult Dollar Tree haul because I went there a little while ago for work and noticed a whole bunch of stuff that would be so fun to do. So I kind of wanted to go do like my own little haul and also like talk about like all the different things that you can honestly get at Dollar Tree. I mean, I'm a pretty big believer in that you honestly don't need anything other than what's up here, but it can be fun to have accessories, right? It's fun to have all the accoutrements, but I hate the idea that like those things have to be expensive. Like you go to those mystic stores or even like online and stuff like that, and you know, the crystals and the tarot cards and all that. I mean, it's fun, and if you can afford it, like that's great, but I think it makes it seem a little inaccessible for people that just don't have that much money. I mean, it can really add up. First thing I saw was incense. I mean, that's pretty standard. You don't need an explanation for that. But they do sell incense there. They also sell candles. I mean, all kinds of shapes, colors, like honestly anything you could need. I mean, I've got my candles before at like Hobby Lobby and their prices aren't bad. But still, when you go through a lot of them and you want to have a whole bunch of different kinds to have, and that can really add up. They do have playing cards. Now, if you don't have a tarot deck yet, or even if you do, honestly, you can in fact read playing cards, and there's a really cool history behind it if you look it up. Pens, notebooks, that kind of thing. It's honestly a really good place to like just pick up something cheap to start your book of shadows. I know a lot of people like to do like, you know, a really fancy version, make it seem really important, really special. And I've seen all kinds of awesome designs online, and if that's what you want to do, I mean, totally go for it. But I actually like getting just notebooks from like the Dollar Tree to fill up, because I feel like what I put in it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it was $1. I can scribble in it to my heart's content. I can doodle, I can rip things out, I can do whatever I want. And it allows me to feel a little bit more creative with it. And I feel a little bit more inclined to actually write in it because I'm not afraid that I'm going to mess it up. A couple of neat ideas for like divination tools. Other than the playing cards, they did have dominoes, which I thought would be an interesting idea to do some sort of form of divination with. You could do numerology based, honestly, or you could even paint them over, put your own symbols on them, things like that, like runes. They had a these like glass like pebbles, glass stones that were like, they had some that were flat on both sides, and I instantly thought about doing like a DIY like rune, you know what I mean? So I got some of those. I'm very curious to try that, and I will let you guys know how it turns out. But they also had this time, I was really surprised they had like D&D, like gaming dice. I actually have created my own divination system like in the past where I incorporated D&D dice into it. So I was pretty excited to find those. I did pick myself up an extra set just to have on hand. Picture frames, you know, they always have like a ton of different picture frames. And it's $1, and like honestly, sometimes they have some really like neat ones. And something simple that you could really actually do with these is to create like a black scrying mirror, a black mirror. I have done one of these before. It was with a old frame like that I had picked up from Goodwill, but same concept. You take the glass out, you paint the back black, and when you put it back in, you know, the back of it, it's just black, and it makes a really good scrying mirror, and those are really fun to do. So that would be a simple option, and honestly, like the black paint you could get over in the craft section for another $1. So prayer candles. They had all kinds of different ones. They had ones like, you know, like with the typical designs on them. They had a couple of sugar skull ones, which I thought was really interesting. And then they also just have like a ton of blank ones. So it would be really fun to play around with those. I actually think I've seen people do like custom like prayer candles, things like that, which is really neat. Of course, you know, you've seen the memes. All the witches love their jars. It's for your moon water. It's for your cemetery dirt. It's for anything, honestly. Dollar Tree actually has quite a few different styles of jars. Like as I was looking through them, I was like really surprised. I will show you what I got. Do I have it with me? Am I prepared? Pretty much never. It's cute. It's got moon and stars on it. It's very witchy. Dominoes. So we will either be coming up with some way to use these as they are, or I will be painting them. Glitter markers, blue and purple, to match my Book of Shadows. Because you don't have to write in glitter, but why would you want? I get, oh yeah, they had chalk. What's really fun to do with this that I actually like to keep it on hand is that it's like basically on the go, like sigil creation or like protection circles or like all kinds of stuff like that. Like there's concrete, you have a means, and they're actually really fun to use for that, to just like walk around your city block, put some protection sigils up, or other ones, you know. I don't know where you live. Rainbow pens, also for the Book of Shadows, because again, you don't have to write rainbow, but why would you not? Glitter glue. I had a couple ideas to do with this, which I'm gonna like try them out before I just like tell everybody, because if they don't work out, you won't know I failed. It's rainbow, it's glitter. Can you go wrong? I really don't think so. Oh, these are cool too. What I was talking about, the like the pebbles, and I actually really want to try painting on these to make my own set of runes. Again, kind of like the dominoes, but I think these will be prettier. But I also am not 100% sure how the paint is gonna like take to it. I might have to try a couple different options. I'm curious, but they're like the perfect size for that, so pretty curious to see how that turns out. D&D dice. I did get purple because I did get some nail polish, not for my nails, but to basically use as paint, and I have a clear coat, so I thought that that might work well on for like the runes and stuff. Plus I can seal it with this, and it's like $1. So I'm not 100% sure how well that's gonna stay, but we will find out, because I will be doing a video on that on some point if I ever learn to stop procrastinating in my life. Prayer candles. I did get a white run, and I also got, here we go. Really wrapped that sucker up, didn't I? Red, white. I want to do my own custom ones with these. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna put on them yet, but I am excited for the possibilities. I'm gonna have to think on the designs for these. I mean, like I said, again, if I mess it up, I can just go back and get more for $1. And that's kind of like why I enjoy getting my supplies where I do, because it's cheap. I don't have to stress about the permanency of things, which I do all the time, which is why I hate being on camera. Like, you exist anyway. What's the problem with recording it? Why is it suddenly so difficult to talk? Camera. Don't know. It's a great mystery of life. I'll tell you what. Stage fright. In my living room. By myself. All alone. That's what I got. So I'm curious to hear thoughts, opinions, ideas. What do you have? What have you seen at your Dollar Tree? What's your ideas? Have you made things? Let me know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like to buy the expensive stuff. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I like to spend money. Everyone that knows me knows this. Okay. If I don't have $60 to spend on this tarot deck, or even if I do, what if I don't want to? What if I want to come up with something else? What if I want to do it my way? Then it's one of a kind. Then it's special. To me, that's just as special as, you know, find something pricey. Mix and match. I do both. Be creative, but also, like, if there's something you want, buy it. Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life. But also just don't get, like, stuck in the idea that you have to have certain things, that you have to have certain supplies or certain tools from certain places or certain people. It's gotta be special, it's gotta be magical. Magic. Something. Magic's not in here. Gotta remember that. I hope I come up with something worthwhile out of all this, honestly. I wanted to have a background. I was like, I'm gonna like wear an outfit. I'm gonna have a background. This is gonna be professional. And this is where I'm on my couch. I've had 2 drinks. I ate a lot of potato chips. I watched a bunch of true crime. All in an effort to avoid making this subconsciously. Oops. Oh well. Gotta start somewhere, right? If we wait till we're perfect, we'll never start. Or something. Someone's probably said that, right? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have a cigarette.